Hello, potato. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive, and it loves me. But sometimes I'm in a situation where I need a quick caffeine boost, and coffee and tea just aren't available to me. Maybe drinks aren't allowed, maybe I'm just in a situation where I can't get to some hot water or a cup of coffee. And in those times, I still do need that caffeine boost. And I've tried things like gums, which actually I've had some good caffeinated gums over the years, but they generally all get discontinued because children chew an entire pack and get sick. And I tried like coffee candies, and those don't usually do it. I mean, the sugar gives you a quick boost, but it doesn't last in the way caffeine does. But then recently at a local Costco, I found something that I hope will be a good solution. From Verb, cookie dough caffeinated snack bars. Each bar of cookie dough flavored stuff is supposed to have as much caffeine as a shot of espresso. Now that's not, to me, it's kind of levels of coffee I drink. That's not, going to cross my eyes or anything, but that can be enough to, maybe just get you through the rest of the afternoon. What do the folks at Verb have to say about themselves? Here at Verb, we're on a mission to make great energy accessible every day. We created our caffeinated snack bars to be 1. The perfect boost. Each bar contains 80 milligrams of caffeine like a strong espresso and is made with organic green tea for a jitter-free boost anytime, anywhere. 2. Better for you. Our snack bars are made with real plant-based gluten-free ingredients and are low in sugar and calories, but big on flavor. 3. Simply delicious. Our bars are developed by our in-house chef to taste just like the flavors that inspired them. You won't be able to tell the difference. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, there's no sugar alcohols. Not that any of that particularly matters to me, but if it does to you, it's going on. This bag contains 25 bars, so therefore 25 servings. Each bar is about 90 calories. What's our sodium look like? 2% of your day. So, I mean, how many would you eat in a day anyways? So that's not bad. They contain gluten-free oats, almonds, allulose, organic crisp brown rice, organic brown sugar, natural flavors, vanilla extract, Himalayan pink salt, organic green tea, caffeine, and stevia extract. So, now maybe it's just me, but that kind of looks like a chocolate chip cookie dough on the front, and I'm not seeing. Did I read it and it just right over my head? Is there no chocolate, no carob? What? Should be interesting. Let's open up and see what we have in our bag of Verb. These are not cheap. They were like $16-17 for this bag, but I guess for 25 bars, that is less than $1 a bar, so it's not the worst. I'm guessing these are gonna be very small. Yeah, they are. They're tiny. So cute, so tiny. Just, a quick little snack you can scarf down to energize you. Anything on 80 milligrams of caffeine from organic green tea. And also keto friendly. I don't think it said that on the bag. So that's good too. 1 bar equals 1 espresso. So let's check this out. So this is going to taste like chocolate chip cookie dough despite having no chocolate in it. But their chef, capital C, this certainly doesn't look anything like cookie dough. It is, however, very sticky. I was kind of expecting it to be like one of those super dry like protein bars, but it's actually quite sticky. So we'll try not to handle it by the bar. It smells sort of like cookie dough. It also smells very much like one of these bars normally smells. Just say maybe a little like the cake on a Fig Newton. It smells very sweet. But yeah, I mean, the picture my mind is coming up with is a Fig Newton. So let's give it a try And hopefully the caffeine will make any of it worth it. It's interesting in that at the same time it's both very moist and dry. It's very chewy, tastes very oaty but sweet. Does it taste like cookie dough though? It certainly doesn't have the texture of cookie dough, that's for sure. I'm gonna go with no. It doesn't particularly taste like cookie dough. I feel like if I really wanted to, I could probably convince myself that it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't taste bad though. It's very dense, very chewy. Like I said, at the same time, it's both dry and not dry, which is interesting because normally when I've tried these kind of these healthy snack bar things, it's usually like, you know, like just taking a bite out of drywall as far as the moisture goes. And it doesn't have that problem, but it still feels like I need to wash my mouth out to like just, you know, to rehydrate it. But I think it's as much because it's very sticky and very dense, more necessarily than it being dry. It's not bad though. It's certainly edible. I wouldn't go out on my way to eat one of these as a snack, but for the purposes of getting a caffeine boost, well, I mean, I guess I need to wait a little bit and see, well, to finish it, of course, and then wait a little bit and see what I feel like after enough time for the caffeine to kick in. But yeah, if this is what chocolate chip cookie dough is meant to taste like, then I've been doing it wrong my entire life, because it's not what it tastes like. But it's not bad. Flavor's not bad, just it's not cookie dough. But it's sweet, but not overly sweet. Honestly, it's close to the boundaries of overly sweet for me. But it's not overly sweet. Like I said, the caffeine is the main thing here. It's perfectly edible, but will I get a caffeine boost? Now, I haven't had any caffeine yet today, so this is not going to pile on anything. There's no other caffeine I've had that this is going to boost. So I guess I'm going to wait a little bit now that I finished the bar. Wait a little bit and maybe come back and let you know if it did anything for me. So for me, that'll probably be an hour or two. For you, it'll be just a second. So it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since I had my Verb caffeinated cookie dough snack bar. And I have not had any other coffee. I have not had any other tea. In fact, actually, I haven't had anything to eat at all yet today. And I do think by this time, I normally, without having had any caffeine, I would normally start to be feeling a little headachy. A little, if I don't have caffeine, I start to go through kind of a lot of withdrawals, and I start to feel like a little stuffy and like the sinuses, like kind of like I'm coming down with the flu or something, is usually how I would describe it. A little headachy, a little flu-like if I haven't had any caffeine. And while I don't feel particularly energized or wired or anything like that, I don't feel any of those negative effects of having not had any coffee. So one bar of it, and I said at the beginning that one shot of espresso wouldn't generally do that much to me as far as caffeine sensitivity or anything. I don't feel at all jittery or anything. I don't feel like I've had too much caffeine. But if I tack this on to, say, having 1 or 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and by the afternoon, about 3 or 4 o'clock, about tea time, start to feel a little worn down, a little sleepy again, this probably would work to, get me back up through the rest of the day. It's nice to not to have a drink. Usually, these caffeinated things are almost always drinks. I've found a few caffeinated things over the years, but they usually go out of production as soon as I find them. And this probably will do the same, let's be honest. But yeah, the caffeine's not bad. I'm not going to not go and have a cup of coffee now, but I don't feel any of the negative effects from having not had any coffee or tea yet today. Now, of course, this is not any sort of a scientific test here. It's purely just kind of me curious to see in a very unscientific way what kind of effect this would have on me. But I feel like it does do what it says it'll do. It gives you a shot of caffeine. And yeah, if I had this in the afternoon when I was just, like having trouble staying awake, this would probably do the job. So it doesn't taste like cookie dough, at least not to me. Your mileage may vary, I suppose. But to me, calling it cookie dough is completely misleading. I don't know what, again, it kind of tastes like the cake off of a Fig Newton to me. But, well, smells like one anyways. Taste-wise, it just tastes very oaty, which isn't necessarily bad. But it's an oat bar. But, gives you, the calories aren't too bad. Is there any protein in this? I looked at salt. Salt's not bad. 3 grams of protein. So yeah, if you need a little something, you could certainly do worse, especially if coffee and tea aren't available to you. I feel like these would have been good, like when we were at Disneyland, to keep in my bag, because there are times, when you're not near one of the Starbucks locations, and you do start to, or indeed not near the e-ticket where you can just go and get a entire cup of espresso if you want to. But where I started to feel a little worn down, these probably would have helped. Not that I needed anything else to eat while we were there, but the caffeine would have helped. But I think that's probably the best case scenario for these, just kind of something to have in an emergency. Yeah, I would get these again. I guess that's where I will end up with it, is I would get these again. So I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.